channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby. It's your boy Half.
And your girl J.
And we back with
another
another reaction video. All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel, man.
Welcome back.
I'm still a little, getting a little aftershocks from my last video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check it out, man, and give y'all a better understanding of what we're talking about. So with that being said, ooh, man, let them know who we're going to react to today.
We are reacting to Piers Morgan versus Ice Cube.
Piers Morgan versus Ice Cube. So, now, we know Ice Cube is a really, I don't know if you want to say like a pro-black type guy. You know what I'm saying? But he loves to speak about his black community. You know what I'm saying? Playing things like that. So, very intelligent guy too, by the way. Started a little basketball league, I believe, called the Big Three or something like that. So, shout out to him for that one. But let's see what Ice Cube got to say about this one. So before we get into it, everybody else out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man.
Half and J.
Half and J. Plus we are here
Kicking off what?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom. All right, let's see what Ice Cube got to talk about right now.
And I'm joined now by Ice Cube. Well, Ice Cube, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's great to have you.
It's good to be here.
A bona fide legend.
Oh, thank you.
You like being called a legend?
It's cool. You know, it's cool. It's interesting because I'm still, here, and I still feel like I got so much to do. So it's nice.
You were born O'Shea Jackson. Who actually calls you O'Shea?
My mom, my pops, my wife, my brothers and sisters sometimes, but mostly everybody call me Cube.
Is O'Shea different to Cube?
Yeah.
In what way?
O'Shea's my real name, and when I hear that, I'm either looking for my family or a check. You know what I mean? Like, they call me O'Shea. Hope you got a check. And Cube is what my friends been calling me since I was 12 years old.
Let me ask you this. There's been a lot of stuff about the state of the world, about the state of America. Where do you see things right now?
I think people are very polarized in all kind of ways. People are afraid to speak out because of the cancel culture that we have today. So I just think, people are afraid and they're running to their corners, In
a way, it is a cancel.
Yeah.
Right.
It behaves like that.
Right.
It does, because it makes not only the person that's getting canceled, they're trying to shut them up, but anybody's watching now, they shut up because they say, if it can happen to this guy, it can happen to me. So by smashing somebody who says something that you might not like and canceling them, it actually reverberates throughout the whole community, and everybody now is watching what they say all the time.
Well, see, what's the answer to this? Because I think it's crazy that in a democracy like the United States, like the United Kingdom, that people are too frightened to speak their mind, to say what they think. What do we do about this?
I think you say what you want to say, and to hell with the consequences. You got to be willing to fight for your rights and fight for what you believe in.
Why did I want to say Tupac?
You know
I know I'm not the only one who thought that when he said that. You got to fight for your rights, Tupac.
Want to say, and to hell with the consequences. You got to be willing to fight for your rights and fight for what you believe in. And if you're a person who believes in freedom of speech, you have to fight and say what you feel and let the chips fall where they may, and stand on that. And you know, it may not be an easy road, but I think you feel better about yourself when you say what needs to be said at the time it needs to be said, and not afterwards where you go home and think, I should have said this.
And that's me.
Right.
I hold back so much of what I want to say.
Right.
That's why I'm quiet a lot of times during the videos, because I have so much to say.
But I hold back a lot too, though. You know what I mean? Because
Oh, very outspoken.
yeah, I think I'm a little bit too outspoken sometimes, to where I know if I said something like really want to say, guaranteed canceled. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it's sad that we live like that, because we're supposed to be in the free country. I mean, freedom of speech. Well, free country. But we're moving like we live in a foreign country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're scared to say certain things. Like, kind of like when you're in a foreign country, you can't dress a certain type of way because something's going to happen to you. You know what I mean? And that's how we feel over here in America. You know, we say the wrong thing. It's like, damn, what's going to happen now?
You're right.
You know, and some of us, this is how we eat. This is how we provide. This is how we give, you know, feed our family. So, you know, it's like, do we say what we really want to say and risk, you know what I'm saying, getting canceled and losing everything? Or should we just keep my mouth closed and just keep going?
But it's so crazy when America had freedom of speech.
Right.
Which when we
I
had
like how you said that had.
everyone, we got along better.
Yeah.
The world was moving in a better place. You knew where people really stood. You know what I'm saying? You had that understanding. Now it's like, it seems like everyone is fake, and we're super careful about what we do, what we say.
And when did cancel culture even start? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what year did this even come around?
To me, I think when the Me Too movement started, that's when it started taking place to me.
Okay.
To me. I don't know when exactly, but around that time.
And I'm thinking more of the grounds of the George Floyd thing.
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
kind of
when
happened around the same time.
Yeah.
Afterwards where you go home and think, I should have said this. When that guy was there, or when I was there, I should have said that and I didn't. That haunts you more.
You can definitely say what the hell you like on this show. It's called Uncensored for a reason.
Well, that's why I'm here, man. You know, that's
You've
what
always
I'm
been
all about.
uncensored. Let me ask you this. Is America more racist or less racist than when you were a kid?
I think it's pretty much the same, because it's institutionalized, and you know, the institution takes on different faces, so to speak. But you know, I don't know if racism in the financial sector has gotten any better. We still have a hard time getting capital when we need it. We still have a hard time having that access to those, you know, currency streams that's out there. And so it affects us in the same way. In 1865, black people own maybe 1 or 2% of America. And I believe we're still in that same place.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's barely changed.
Barely changed. In some ways, it's gotten worser. I mean, worser, but it's gotten worse. I think the Corner Commission did something in 1968 about the poverty in America and how it affects all the people, and we're worse than we were in 1968.
The last rapper that I interviewed in this very studio was Kanye West.
Yeah.
You've had a wobbly relationship with him, but you're back on track. I read that you saw him, in fact, a few days ago.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. I mean, we were always cool. You know, he spoke my name without really explaining what he meant, and I just really couldn't leave that statement out there without, you know, he never explained what he meant. And so I had to, kind of rebut that. But since then we've talked, and I think Ye understands that generalizing will always get you in more hot water than being very specific. You can,
Because I haven't really seen
very
much of him
specific.
since I interviewed him. He's kind of disappeared. I mean, how is he? How's he dealing with what's happened to him?
I believe he's doing great. He's still, dealing with some people trying to hold on to his money. But for the most part, I believe he's in a good space. I think he's, learned a lot from this past year, and hopefully he'll come out better on the other side.
When you saw some of the crazier things he was saying, the anti-Semitic statements he was making, what did you feel as someone who knew him well? What did you feel about that?
I felt that if he was really upset with specific people, that the message he was saying would kind of hijack what he's really upset about, and that's kind of what happened. You just can't generalize. You have to be specific, especially if you're talking about anybody, any race of people. You have to be specific on who exactly you're talking about.
Let's talk about the music industry. Huge amount of attention being given to artificial intelligence now.
Yeah.
Clearly it has awesome power, not least to replicate how people like you would make music. What do you feel about that?
I think it's terrible. I think it's going to make people lazier, less creative. Could you imagine if an actor, if I decided not to do a sequel and the movie company said, we have the rights to your likeness.
Right.
We're going to put you in this sequel whether you want to be or not.
Right.
We have the right to. So now they use AI to put Ice Cube in a movie I don't want to be in, saying things I don't want to say and doing things I wouldn't do. So to me, that's terrible. Or
That's facts though, right there though. And I heard the reason why Last Friday never came out is something what he's talking about, because they own the rights to it.
Wow.
And they didn't want to release it. You know what I'm saying? And he's been having a big ordeal about that for a long time now. And unfortunately, a lot of the actors who was in the Friday passed away. So he was like, it wouldn't even really be a Friday no more.
Right.
Because they kind of took too long to release it type
Wow.
of thing. So,
AI.
yeah. Can you imagine that though? They putting you into a movie you don't even want to be in.
Right.
Like you said, you saying things that you wouldn't even say. Like, that's crazy.
Musically, just taking over, and like he said, people will become lazier and less creative. Like, that's something to really think about.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say and doing things I wouldn't do. So to me, that's terrible. Or taking an artist that's passed away and having them do a new song with lyrics that they may not agree with. It's just, it's a slippery slope that will hurt us more than it will help us.
Is there a benefit that you can see where you could use AI to enhance what you do?
We use, automation here and there to help advance and make us sound better. But, once you take the paintbrush out of the painter's hand, is it really
Art.
a painting from him,
Right. Well, it's an interesting question, isn't it? Is it? I mean, I don't know.
Like if somebody does an Ice Cube AI song, how could it be an Ice Cube song? It's an artificial. It's like a mannequin or a puppet, or that's how I look at it. It's not real.
Do you think it's going to kill us all, artificial intelligence? I interviewed Professor Stephen Hawking before he died, and I said, "What's the biggest threat to mankind?" He said, "When artificial intelligence learns to self-design." That's it.
Yeah, I think.
Whoa, that gave me goosebumps right there. self-design.
That's when you know the world is over with.
Oh yeah.
When they start doing that, it's a wrap.
I really need to hit the books. Like if
I
I
was about to say hit the weed.
no, I want to be fully aware. I want to be fully aware.
Yeah.
And I just like, yeah, I have to level it up. I do. You know how a lot of people pray for money? I pray for knowledge and
Wisdom.
wisdom, yes.
Patience.
Yeah.
Health.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's
Money
crazy.
is needed, but it's never that important. Like that. Not like that.
That's the self-design. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's already figuring us out in a lot of different ways. I've heard that it's learn how to lie.
Yeah.
This is the in every science fiction movie, this is the beginning of the
Yes,
end.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If you knew it was about to end, what would you do on your last day? You've got 24 hours to live.
Hug my family, love them, explain to them how much I care about them. Pray to my Maker, and prepare myself to meet him.
Right. So
Would you have a last meal?
Probably so. Yeah.
What would you have?
Everything I could stuff in my mouth.
You're not going to worry about any dieting, right?
Yeah. I'll be probably sick off everything on that day.
You turned down a $9 million movie role in 2021 because you wouldn't take the COVID vaccine. It was being mandated in Hollywood at the time. Any regrets? It's a lot of money.
Not at all. Not one regret.
You know my thought when I heard that story? You must be even richer than I think you are.
I mean, everybody can use $9 million. I don't care how rich they think they are. Everybody can use that money. I could have used that money. My family could have used that money. But I felt like, your health is worth more than all the money in the world. Because if you had all the money in the world and you wasn't healthy, you would use that money to get healthy. So, to me, it was an experimental drug, and they had no time to really see the long-term effects. Like most, and I'm vaccinated. I've been vaccinated when I was a kid, but these are drugs that have been tested for decades, and pretty much most of the side effects.
I mean, ultimately, I felt about COVID vaccines that once it was established against what they initially thought, that you could still transmit the virus whether you were vaccinated or not.
Right.
To me, it becomes a personal choice. Then it's down to you.
Yeah, without a doubt. And, the pharmaceutical companies made a lot of money. Businesses closed. It's like an incentive, even when things are not going right, to keep going.
Exactly.
It's kind of like the war machine. If you make the bullets and the Band-Aids, you're going to always want to be in war because it's profitable.
Right.
Have you worked out who you're going to vote for next year?
No.
It's what we would call in Britain a Hobson's choice.
What's that mean?
It means it doesn't really matter which way you go, you're going to get screwed. I mean,
Wow.
Joe Biden looks like he barely knows what day it is. Donald Trump might be in a prison cell. So if that's the choice, what does it say about America?
That, America needs to re-examine where we are, where we're going, who we want to lead us, and what kind of country we actually want to be. A lot of choices. I've become independent in all this because I like to sit back and see, who's really gonna be the best choice. Unfortunately, the choices are not always top notch, so to speak.
Have you thought of running yourself?
Oh, I would never run.
There's not be a vacancy now, can you? Ceded the territory.
Nah, I don't want to be a politician. They can king me. They can king me. I'll be a king.
Well, actually, I always felt if it hadn't been for King George III being so useless, you could still have the monarchy here, and it could be King Piers. I mean, right? I could share the throne with you.
Yeah.
King Piers and King Hugh. What do you think?
Hey, I think it's only room for one king, man. You know what I'm saying?
Are you telling me to move aside? All right, I'll cede monarchical power to King Cube. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great to see you. Thank you
Good
very
to
much.
see you always, Chris.
Really good.
That was a good interview.
Like I said, Ice Cube, he's very intelligent, man. He, you know, I'm pretty sure he used to be a Democrat,
I'm pretty sure.
you know, but he's independent now. You know, sitting back, like a lot of us are, trying to figure out who would be the best candidate to lead this country.
Right.
You know, in the right direction. You know, I like it. I'm a fan of Cube. You know, I've been a fan of Cube since the NWA days. You know, the Straight Outta Compton thing. You know, I used to play the music all the time when I was a youngster. I never really have heard any bad about Cube like that
Right.
I know of. You know, but it's nowadays there's so much stuff going on. You know, you can't really say that now. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, everybody has their dark side, I guess you could say, or skeletons or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah,
But
some are to the extreme.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
really true sheep
Right.
in
Right.
what? How does
Wolf clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
A wolf in sheep's
sheep's
clothing.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So great interview though.
Yeah.
Great interview. Y'all comment down below. Let us know how you guys felt about this interview. And let's jump to some shout outs.
Okay. First shout out goes to Christina Brown. What's up, Christina Brown?
Christina Brown, what's going on? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you
Yes.
thought about it. Thank you for all the support.
Thank you, Christina.
And come back and join us for more.
Yes. Second shout out goes to Copper Penny. What's up, Copper Penny?
Copper Penny, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Let us know what you thought about that interview. Comment down below. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
And always remember to keep God first.
Yes.
And we will catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.